Well, hello everybody and welcome to Jeff's Baking Blog. Today I'm going to make Harira soup, which is not baking. It's a vegan or vegetarian soup recipe. I suppose if you wanted to, you could add some lamb in because it's a favourite North African soup. Popular, I understand, in Morocco and Algeria and places like that. And it's a spicy soup and it has lentils and chickpeas in it. So it doesn't take very long to make at all. It can all be done in about an hour. So I'll go on to the ingredients. And for this I have 200 grams, 7 ounces of onion, which I have diced quite finely. I have 113 grams, 4 ounces of celery, again, which I've chopped quite finely. I have 25 grams, 3 tablespoons of chopped or minced garlic, and that works out 4 to 5 cloves, I think. And then there's lots of spices. I have 3 grams, 1.5 teaspoons of ground ginger, 1.5 grams, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1.5 grams, half a teaspoon of ground turmeric, 6 grams, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 3 grams, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 0.75 of a gram, 3/4 of a gram, which is 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 6 grams of salt, which is 1 teaspoon. I also have 0.75 of a gram, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, which gets added in separately to the other spices, which is why it's in a small dish of its own. And then I have 1.5 litres, just over 6 cups of vegetable stock. You could use water if you wanted to, but I'm using vegetable stock. I don't have it all here, I have some more in another jug, but 1.5 litres basically. I have 800 grams, 14 ounces of chopped tomatoes or crushed tomatoes. I have 1 400 gram can of chickpeas, which I have drained and washed, and I've just put them back in the can for ease. And the weight of those chickpeas is 240 grams, which is about 8.5 ounces if you want to use your own chickpeas, but you should cook them first. I have 30 millilitres, 2 tablespoons of olive oil for frying, 95 grams, half a cup of green lentils, and 95 grams, half a cup of red lentils. I have 113 grams, 4 ounces of pasta, and I was going to use spaghetti but discovered I didn't have spaghetti, and I was going to break that into shards, but instead I'm using this fusilli pasta, and that will be fine. I have 30 grams of parsley, which I have chopped. I've washed that and chopped it, and that's just over an ounce. And I have 10 grams, about 1/3 of an ounce of coriander, again, which I have chopped and washed and chopped. Then I have about 12 grams, 2 teaspoons of honey. That's just going to go in at the end to add just that little bit of sweetness. So that's all the ingredients, and the first thing we're going to do is to fry off the onions in the olive oil. So I'm going to put the oil into a large pot, and my pot is probably larger than I need, but it will be fine. I like to use it because it has such a nice heavy base. And I'm just going to heat that oil up a little bit. It would take a minute or so for my the base of my pan to heat through. And as the oil heats up, I'm going to add in my onion, and I'm going to cook that on a medium heat. I don't want to brown the onions particularly, I simply want to soften them. So I'm going to cook them gently for about 5 minutes. So I can hear them starting to sizzle. So I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit and cook them, stirring them occasionally, for 5 minutes. So having cooked my onions for 5 minutes, I'm going to add in my celery, and the garlic, and my spices and salt, all except for the cinnamon. I'm simply going to cook those for about a minute. And then I'm going to add in my tomatoes, and my stock. Stir those around, and then I'm going to add in the red lentils and the green lentils. You could use brown lentils instead of green lentils. The cinnamon can go in as well. And then about half of my coriander and about half of my parsley. Don't have to be exact because the rest is going to go in later. And I'm going to bring that up to a boil. And as you can see, that's just starting to boil now. So I'm going to simmer that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it. I'm going to put a spoon on my bowl, and then I'm going to put my lid on like that, but it can't close, so it's open. It's got a vent basically, and I'm going to let that simmer for 30 minutes. So I've now let that simmer for 30 minutes, and that will have cooked the lentils quite nicely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in my chickpeas. Stir those around, and my pasta, and give that a stir. And I'm going to cook that covered in the same way until the pasta is cooked through, and that will take about 10 minutes. So my pasta is now cooked, and obviously the chickpeas were already cooked and they've heated through nicely. So basically that's our soup, except that I'm now going to add in the remainder of my coriander and the remainder of my parsley. I'm going to stir that through, and the last thing to go in is my little bit of honey. And give that a good stir through. So that's the soup done, and I'm just going to leave that a little bit, just so it cools down a little bit. Then I'll serve some in a bowl and I'll have a taste. So I've put some of my Harira soup into a bowl, which I will eat for my lunch, but I'll just have a taste of it now so that I can tell you what it tastes like. That is very, very good. It has the spice which hits the back of the throat, and I'm not a great lover of very spicy things. This has a spice, but it's not overly hot. You could make it hotter. You could add some chili flakes into it and things like that if you wanted to. But just as it is, I had the chickpeas and the lentils in the first taste. I have another taste that has some pasta in it. Yes, that's very, very good indeed. So this is actually a very simple recipe and a very tasty recipe, and this is going to be perfect for my lunch with some bread or some bread rolls. So that's going to be it for this recipe. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up below and click to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In the top right hand corner of the screen there'll be an eye that you can click on, and that will take you to a link for the recipe, and I'll put a link below the video as well. And I'll be back with another recipe in the very near future. So until then, happy baking.